All right, with credit markets thawing and consumers spending again, retailers and restaurants may be prime targets for buyouts. Markets reporter Sheila Dharmarajan has more on what companies may get snapped up next. Sheila?
Well, that's right, Eric. And Apollo's purchase of CKE restaurants, that could just be the beginning. In fact, several analysts think that we're going to see a boom when it comes to buyouts in the retail and restaurant world. So who are some of the targets? Well, first, let's start off with California Pizza Kitchen. Now, the company themselves announced that they were looking at options to increase shareholder value. They pointed out that a sale or merger could be a possibility, so there's been a lot of private equity chatter around that one. And then let's take a look at McCormick and Schmick. Now, this is a seafood and steak restaurant. Oppenheimer and Jeffries both say it's a pretty logical target for a private equity buyout. Now, in the retail world, HSSB is saying that SuperValue, Jones Apparel Group, could be on the target list for many private equity shops. And finally, keep an eye on J. Crew. Remember, this company was already owned once by private equity. TPG used to be their owner. In fact, they put in their current CEO, retailing legend Mickey Drexler, so potentially one there. Also, Dress Barn and Gymboree. These are all names that show up on a screen that CSFB recently did for LBOs. So why the buyout boom in retail and restaurants? Well, first of all, what we're seeing is that fundamentals for these companies are improving. We're past the point where people think the world is coming to an end. In fact, we're seeing consumers spending again, and also retailers. They're actually posting growth. Remember, 4 months in a row right now, that is what same-store sales have been showing increases. So all of this, you combine it with the loosening credit markets, what analysts tell me are some pretty compelling valuations, and you have private equity chatter, Eric.
Sheila, it's easy to want to feel optimistic about these prospects, but let's look backward for a moment. What's the track record like for deals in this industry?
You know, Eric, it's pretty mixed right now. So there have been some definite winners. So, for example, KKR's buyout of Dollar General, huge home run for the firm there. Now, here's a company they took private and back again public in less than 2.5 years. You take a look at where the stock is right now, up 40% since it went public. But on the other hand, you take a look at Apollo's purchase of Linen and Things. That company went bust in less than 2 years of them owning it. So mixed record right now in terms of retail and restaurant LBOs, but people do think we're going to see a pickup, Eric.